Chris, speak on
Real talk, we be out here dating for potential, getting a part of all of this other stuff for potential, not really understanding that sometimes you can see the potential in somebody that they don't see within themselves. But if they're never really willing to arise to that, you're going to end up in a very hurt situation. Because in your mind, you've already picture perfect how this person could be. Oh, they have the potential to be a great businessman. He has the potential to do this. I know he could be a really great lover. He just, he got a past and he got a and now you doing all of this here, build a man. And sometimes for men too, you trying to build a woman. But at the same time, you take a lot of life outside of yourself. And if you've reached a certain level of maturity, a certain age, it's not that stuff that we used to do in our teens and 20s. Like, it's time out for a lot of that. You can't be climbing up the charts and not really evaluating what's before you. No, I'm looking at this tree and is it yielding fruit? What's coming from it? What do you have right now? And I'm not talking all physical assets and financial things. I'm talking about who you are, your character as a person. Because people can get money, but character takes a lot to build. And if you're trying to build potential of a character of somebody, that's the type of stuff that takes God, girl. You ain't gonna be able to do that by yourself. Yes, we can sow seeds, but you have to really understand that somebody else got to be on that same accord with you. I remember going into a position, and I had been there for a little while. And in my mind, there's room for growth, right? That's with anything, there's room for growth. This woman who was my boss at the time, she says, I don't give raises. I don't give promotions because I feel like anything you need, you should be able to get in the position that you're in right now. That was her philosophy. And you think I'm going to stick around here and try to change what your philosophy is, or am I going to move out the situation and move accordingly? Oh, ain't no potential for growth. Let me go ahead and grab my grip and get up out of here. Because see, what I thought is that we were supposed to be growing together, and I was putting in this much work so that I can grow as well, not just, make you money, but grow personally, professionally. But that was not the case. So you see where we both were not on one accord. She was very hard about her belief, and I had to move accordingly for myself and what was going to be good for me. And all I'm saying is that in this season, you got to do things that's good for you. Sometimes we be in situations like, he need me there, because he does have this. But what you need you, okay? Let me talk to you from you. You need you. You need you at your best. If you got kids, they need you at your best. And all of the investments that you're making inside of these relationships that's going nowhere, you hurting yourself. I've seen people from off of stocks and everything else want to kill themselves from losing on an investment. But I've also seen people want to kill themselves off of losing out on a relationship. After that person never growing, after having invested so much of their life and their time where they, at this point, was left with nothing. I don't know my up from down because this was my prime possession. This was my biggest investment, and my investment folded on me. They took everything that I had and folded on me. That's a hard feeling. That's a hard place for anybody to be. It's not easy. Some of you who even have friends, to sit around and let your friends see this. So if you know anybody going through that, let them know, listen, we at a stage where we can backpedal. We don't have to continue 2, 3, and 4 years through that, all right? We don't go to car lots and say, I need a car that's potentially going to get me to work, potentially going to get me over to church or wherever it is I'm trying to go, potentially get me over there to the mall. I'm looking for something that's secure. I'm looking for something that's stable, that's compatible to me. Listen, if you in a situation and you just trying to see, well, potentially, if you got to squint your eyes when you talking about it, you get gone now. You know it's not right. If you're going to elevate, let this stuff go. You want to get out now before your investment is too high, before the stakes are too high. You just feel like you got to roll with it. At any state, you can go ahead and remove yourself. I'm just saying, don't be out here dating for potential and wondering why you end up heartbroken at the end of the day. Love you much.